Are you the ones who are scared of eating egg yolk? Do you feel guilty when you get to eat food prepared from ghee, butter or cheese? Do you still prefer skimmed milk? How cautious are you while eating nuts? Well, let's see in detail in this video behind the saying, "The fat kills." We live in the world where low-fat diet is the norm. It is widely believed that fat foods, especially saturated fat foods, increases the level of cholesterol in your body, which in turn causes heart diseases, stroke, and even death. Many prestigious associations like American Heart Associations have recommended low-fat diet, which in turn become the golden standard for nutrition. People all over the world was advised to follow this. The Fatphobia slowly started sinking into our minds and into our food habits. Before going into the scientific basis of this recommendation, let us have a peek into the history where the Fatphobia has actually begun. Traditionally, people all over the world were relying on ghee, butter, cheese, lard, canola oil, and other unfiltered oil for cooking. But during 1950s and 60s, a new health crisis emerged, especially in America: coronary heart disease. Many people died or suffered from cardiac arrests, including the President of America. There was a widespread panic, which forced the government to look into the reason behind the sudden rise in the heart disease. Many theories were put out, but a logical and a convincing reason was proposed by a professor of physiology from the Minnesota University, Dr. Ansel Benjamin Keys. He proposed that increased fat and cholesterol in your body can cause blockage in your blood vessels, which in turn causes heart diseases and stroke. His solution to the problem is equally simple: practice low-fat diet and lead a healthy life. The proposition of Dr. Keys has inspired America to conduct an extensive study, which is later known as a 7-country study, which is funded by the National Institute of Health. The study was supervised and headed by Dr. Keys himself, who did an extensive population study or observational study among 7 countries, and the results reinforced his proposed theory. During this time, oil industries were having a revolutionary change and were about to boom. Vegetable oil in its original form are usually unsaturated fatty acids. Hence, they used to get denatured or spoiled pretty fast. Dr. William Norman, a German chemist, evolved a Nobel Prize-winning concept called hydrogenation. This process was later adopted by the oil companies. They converted liquid unsaturated fatty oils into saturated form by the process of hydrogenation. The resulting products are usually in the semi-solid or solid form, which is popularly known as trans fat. First of this kind was marketed in the name Crisco, which is nothing but crystallized cottonseed oil. Later, Vanaspati, Dalda, Postman, and many more have become popular in the market. To make it more user-friendly, liquid forms of vegetable oil started flooding the market. It is usually achieved through a brutal 17-step process, including bleaching, flavoring, hydrogenation, coloring, and even worse. The resulting product usually do not have any remote similarity to the original natural product. But it became quickly popular among the people, mainly due to the fat phobia and also because of the increased shelf life and also because it is cost effective. The low-fat diet recommendation by the American Heart Association and the FDA was strongly backed by the oil market, which was controversial back then. This had a snowballing effect in the food industries all over the world. During 80s and 90s, food industries all over the world has slowly and completely shifted to the vegetable oils. Low-fat diet has become the new diet mantra among the people. During the early 20s, Health Survey revealed a shocking fact. Lifestyle diseases, including diabetes and heart diseases, showed a steady rise in spite of the diet change. This survey raised many questions against the proposed diet heart hypothesis of Dr. Case, and also many questioned the accuracy of the study conducted to establish this hypothesis. The main objection raised by the critics regarding the survey is that it is merely a population study, that is, the results were based on observations and assumptions, which is less accurate than evidence-based surveys. Many scholars termed this diet heart hypothesis as the greatest scam in the medical history. The story of oil revolution and the politics behind the policy changes are vividly written by a journalist named Nina in her best-selling book, The Big Fat Surprise. By 2010, we had enough evidence to prove that trans fat causes irritation and inflammation in the bowel mucosa, causing many lifestyle diseases including diabetes and heart complaints. In 2015, American Heart Association and FDF proposed to include saturated fatty acids in your diet. They also proposed a global recommendation to avoid trans fat completely by 2025. So, what are the recommended foods? Traditional mode of cooking using saturated fatty acids are not just safe but is also healthy. Saturated fatty acids are especially seen in the milk and animal fats, especially that of cheese, butter, ghee, etc. Among the oils, coconut oil is the only oil which contains saturated fatty acid in it. Unsaturated fatty acids, especially omega-6, is also needed by the body, although in a very limited amount. Using these seeds directly is one of the best ways to meet the body requirement. As the saying goes, if it is made by nature, eat it, and if it is made by human, leave it. Thank you.